Have you ever caught yourself saying something like, "Why can't you be more like your brother?" Or maybe, "Look at your cousin, they're always respectful. Why aren't you?" If you're a parent, you're not alone. Many mothers and fathers compare their children without even realizing it. It often comes from love. We want them to motivate them. We want them to succeed. We hope they'll improve if they see someone else's good example. But what if that comparison is doing the exact opposite? What if the words meant to encourage are quietly damaging your child's confidence, hurting the relationship between siblings, and making your child feel that they are never good enough? Today, we're talking about one of the most common parenting habits in Muslim families, and one of the most harmful when it becomes a pattern. By the end of this video, you'll understand why comparing children rarely creates positive change, what it does to a child's heart, and 4 practical ways to encourage growth without making one child feel less valuable than another. Every child enters this world with a unique personality. Some are outgoing, others are quiet. Some learn quickly in school, others are gifted with kindness, creativity, or patience. These differences are not mistakes, they're part of who they are. The problem begins when we stop seeing our children as individuals and start measuring them against each other. Imagine this scene. One child brings home excellent grades, the other tries hard but struggles. Instead of saying, "I'm proud of the effort you made," the parent says, "Look at your sister, she always gets top marks. Why can't you?" The conversation ends, but inside the child's heart, another conversation begins. "I'm not good enough. My parents love my sister more. No matter how hard I try, I'll never be enough." Those thoughts don't disappear overnight. They slowly shape how a child sees themselves. And the sad part? Most parents never intended that outcome. They simply wanted to motivate. But children don't always hear our intentions, they hear our words. Comparison can also create invisible walls between siblings. Instead of becoming teammates, they become competitors. Instead of celebrating each other's success, they begin to resent it. One child feels pressure to stay perfect, the other feels hopeless because they believe they'll never catch up. Nobody wins. As Muslim parents, we hope our homes are filled with love, mercy, and mutual respect. But constant comparison can quietly replace those values with jealousy, insecurity, and emotional distance. The good news is that this habit can be changed. And changing it doesn't mean lowering expectations. It means raising children in a way that helps each one grow according to their own strengths, abilities, and pace. In the next part, we'll look at the first 2 practical shifts every Muslim parent can make to stop comparing their children and start building confidence that lasts a lifetime. Let's begin with the first major shift. Stop comparing your child to others. Start comparing them to their past self. This sounds simple, but it changes everything. Many parents measure progress by looking sideways. Your brother reads better. Your cousin behaves better. Your friend memorized more. But healthy growth happens when we look backwards, not sideways. Ask yourself, is my child improving compared to where they were last month? Are they showing more responsibility than before? Have they become more patient, more honest, or more confident than they used to be? Imagine a child who struggles with reading. Last year, they could barely finish a page. Today, they can finish an entire chapter. That deserves recognition. Will they read as quickly as their sibling? Maybe not, but they are growing, and growth should be celebrated. When children see that effort matters, they become more willing to keep trying. When they feel that only being the best matters, many simply give up. Think about how adults feel. If someone constantly points out people who are smarter, richer, or more successful than us, we don't feel motivated, we feel discouraged. Children are no different. A powerful phrase to replace comparison is, "I'm proud of how much you've improved." Those 6 words can build confidence for years, are less likely to become jealous of others. Instead of saying, "Why can't you be like your sister?" try saying, "I'm proud of how much you've improved." Those 6 words can build confidence for years. Next, we'll discuss 2 more powerful strategies, including how comparison affects sibling relationships and how Islamic character values can help us build a healthier family culture. Now let's talk about something many parents don't notice until years later. Comparison doesn't just affect one child, it changes the relationship between brothers and sisters. When one child is constantly held up as the example, they may begin to feel pressure to be perfect. They become afraid of making mistakes because everyone expects them to stay the good one. At the same time, the other child may start feeling resentment, not because they dislike their sibling, but because every achievement by that sibling becomes another reminder that they don't measure up. Over time, this creates distance. Instead of cheering for each other's success, siblings compete for attention and approval. One hides their accomplishments to avoid upsetting the other. The other stops trying because they believe they'll never win. The family becomes a place of competition instead of cooperation. But imagine a different home. A home where one child's success is celebrated by everyone, where siblings encourage each other, where parents remind them that every member of the family has something valuable to contribute. That's the kind of family culture children remember long after they grow up. As parents, we have the power to create that environment. One simple habit can make a huge difference. Celebrate teamwork instead of individual competition. When siblings help each other with homework, praise both of them. When an older child patiently teaches a younger one, recognize that kindness. When children solve a disagreement respectfully, celebrate their character, not just their achievements. These moments build unity instead of rivalry. Now, let's connect this to the values that Islam encourages. Islam teaches us to treat one another with mercy, patience, justice, and respect. Those values begin at home. Children are watching how we speak to them. They're watching whether we listen fairly. They're watching whether we appreciate each child for who they are. When parents show fairness and compassion, children feel emotionally safe. They learn that their worth isn't based only on grades, talent, or comparison. It's based on being loved, respected, and encouraged to become the best version of themselves. That doesn't mean ignoring mistakes. Children still need guidance. They still need correction. But correction is most effective when it focuses on the behavior, not the child's value. Instead of saying, "Your brother would never do this," try saying, "This choice wasn't the right one. Let's talk about how you can do better next time." That keeps the focus on learning instead of shame. It tells your child, "I believe you can improve." And sometimes that's exactly what they need to hear. Every child wants to know one thing deep in their heart: my parents believe in me. When they know that, they're more willing to grow, accept correction, and face challenges with confidence. Finally, we'll quickly recap the 4 key lessons, leave you with one practical challenge to try today, and talk about how small changes in our words can transform our children's hearts for years to come. We've covered a lot today, so let's bring it all together. If there's one message I hope you remember, it's this: your children don't need to compete for your love. They need to feel secure in it. Let's quickly recap the 4 practical shifts we discussed. First, compare your child to their past self, not to someone else. Celebrate progress, even when it's small. A child who is improving is already moving in the right direction. Recognize effort, persistence, and growth. Those qualities often matter far more in life than being first. Second, recognize each child's unique strengths. Not every child will excel in the same area. One may be academically gifted, another may be compassionate, creative, responsible, or an excellent problem solver. Your role is not to make them identical. It's to help each one discover and develop the gifts they've been blessed with. Third, build cooperation instead of competition. Encourage siblings to support each other. Celebrate acts of kindness, teamwork, and generosity just as much as achievements. When children know they're on the same team, the entire family becomes stronger. Fourth, correct behavior without comparing identities. Guide your child with patience. Focus on the mistake, not on making comparisons with a brother, sister, cousin, or friend. Children learn best when they feel respected, understood, and encouraged. B-roll family eating dinner together, smiling and talking, parent placing a reassuring hand on a child's shoulder. Now, here's today's challenge. For the next 7 days, pay close attention to your words. Every time you're about to compare one child to another, pause and replace that comparison with encouragement. Instead of saying, "Why can't you be like your sister?" try saying, "I know you can improve, and I'm here to help you." Instead of, "Your brother always does this better," say, "I noticed you worked hard today. Keep going." These small changes may seem insignificant, but over weeks, months, and years, they shape how your children see themselves and how they see you. Children rarely remember every toy they received or every gift they opened, but they never forget how their parents made them feel. Let's strive to make our homes places where every child feels valued, heard, and loved for who they are, while being gently guided toward who they can become. Islam inspires us to build families with mercy, patience, fairness, and compassion. When those values shape our parenting, our children are far more likely to grow up into confident adults who carry those same qualities into their own families one day. If this video encouraged you or reminded you of something you want to practice at home, share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience may help another parent who is facing the same challenge. And if you'd like more practical parenting advice rooted in timeless Islamic values and supported by modern parenting principles, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. Thank you for watching. May your home be filled with love, wisdom, patience, and peace.